So I've got a few small problems right here, which I'm going to let go because I don't want to put spot putty and everything in here, and just I'm going to be twisting on this paint a lot, taking the panel on and off. And with the washer, you're not going to see it, I don't think. Remember, if it's a little problem and you're not too worried about it, when we get a mirror finish on the panel, you won't notice the little things because it'll just be too damn shiny. Now, that's not being the great genius, arrogant asshole that I am. That's just fact. And I've done some work down here, and I've left the black up here. With the we did some work on this. Remember, we put the JB weld right in here, and you can see, if you look very closely, see if we can get it in the sun, you can see that there are little problems. It doesn't look quite right. So what I do, I have to mold the primer and to hide that. Now, another thing that we talked about, and this is the last thing I'll talk about, and I'm tired, I've been up all day. We talked about scratches in the clear coat. Now, if you look very closely, you'll see scratches. Let's see if I can do it with my hand. Right here. That's where a stress crack, right in here, and right down in here is cracked clear coat. It also shows me that this crack, which is a low spot, you can see 4 or 5 little scratches right there, will show up in the paint. So I will sand this down and hopefully it'll go away. After I get all of the blocking off, and the blocking is this Fusion, it's just a black paint, and usually you want to use lacquer if you can. Lacquer comes off a lot easier than enamel. But once I get all this off, then I'll give this panel, I'll give the front panel, I'll give the side panel here, or the I'm kind of tired, so I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll give these panels one last coat, a cover-all coat of primer filler, and then I will lightly scuff it smooth so that I have a good base to put on my first coat of silver reflective base. And I don't know if you can see this, maybe you can, but you can see where this is a dried primer right here, and see how rough it is? I think you can see that. And if you look right down here, you can see how smooth that is. You want to run your hands over it, just like you're dealing with a 19-year-old Brazilian chichi on a beach in Rio, and don't get me started, damn it. Shut up! Fucking dogs. Wreck my videos. So I'll spend the rest of the time now going over and getting the black off. If you do blocking, all right, first rule is get all the blocking off before you put any more primer on. Because if you go to put more primer on and then you'll block it again, you can, if I did that here, I can sand down through the first coat of primer and get into this area right here, and I could think it's a low spot when it's not. It's just the lower coat of paint. Lower coat of primer, I'm sorry. So get it where you want it. You know, you can feel it. Jesus. Works for me. And once you get the panels to where you want them, then your paint will go on better, your finish will look better. But also remember, this takes practice, okay? No one does it perfectly the first time. Except me.